How we choose to engage time ushers us into a season. When we obey God, blessing rests on our experience in the time. On the contrary, disobedience invokes a level of unpleasantness in our experience in time. It ushers us into unpleasant seasons. Moment after moment of obedience culminates into seasons of breakthrough, because suddenlies are birthed through how we engage God's instructions. We must discern time and understand what we ought to be doing, how we ought to be responding and sowing in that window of time. No time is random, and we must not squander the time that God has given us. The question is, what should I be doing right now? Should I be fasting? Should I enter a season of early morning prayers? Or should I give specific seed? What can I do to close the gap between heaven and earth so that the perfect will of God for my life can be made manifest? Now, many people miss their breakthroughs and answers because they lack discernment. They do not know how to engage time. Pray for the gift of discernment so that you may know what to do even right now. Some of you, God may be calling you into seasons of consecration, seasons of set apartness where you aren't available for every occasion and for everyone. He is wanting you to adjust your appetite and desires so that you may hear God clearly. So God may be calling you into a season of fasting to fine-tune your spiritual antennas. God may be saying, shut certain voices. Don't listen to certain voices that have been speaking over your life. Reduce the noise of social media. These are the things that God may be speaking to some of you. And this is a sign of God calling you into a different way of you engaging the time that you are in. God's times and seasons can overshadow the earthly times and seasons. So we are not at the mercy of witches and those who manipulate times. God's times and seasons supersede everything that can be established on the earth. So we must be brought into alignment to His plans and His purposes. When we obey God and we obey His word, we come into agreement with what He wants to accomplish in and through our lives. We must walk in obedience. We must love His word. We must love His instruction, even if His instructions are at war with our nature, our fallen nature. God is always redemptive. He wants to redeem our times and seasons. He wants to restore years to you and I that have been lost. You know that as we grow and time unfolds, there are no random moments. God is intentional. We must pray for discernment. As people of the Spirit, we must understand that time is pregnant. Heaven wants to break through into our affairs, and heaven wants to intervene. Heaven wants to bring answers to us. So often, what time is pregnant with will come in a form of relationships. It will come in a form of people. When we lack discernment, we mismanage time by dishonoring the people that God has brought into our lives so that they are instrumental in breaking the waters of our new seasons. They are instrumental in being key to breaking through into new seasons in our lives. So part of stewarding times and seasons has to do with how you manage the resources that come with the time. How do you manage the relationships? Are you giving honor where honor is due? Are you sowing in people's lives as you should be sowing? Are you listening to instructions? Are you learning? Are you receiving anything that would enable you to break into the new season? So there are resources that come with every single time we are living on earth. Time is pregnant with resources. Time is pregnant with suddenlies. Time is pregnant for us to come into new seasons. The question is, do you know how to manage the resources that come with time?